This video is about our the topic, which is die gold testing. How to verify authenticity. How you can verify the authenticity of gold. Slide 1. It is about gold die gold testing, a practical guide. I will guide you in this video how you can test your gold. Slide 2, it is about introduction. Understanding the importance of gold testing. Why we should do the gold testing. I will guide you how you can do this all process and what is the importance of gold testing. Point 2 is die methods for testing gold purity. I will tell you about some methods for testing gold purity. How you can know how much your gold is pure. Slide 3, it is about visual inspection. First method is visual inspection of gold testing. Part 1, examining gold's appearance and color. You can examine the appearance of gold and the color of the gold. Identifying common impurities through observation. You can identify some impurities through observations. Slide 4, it is about magnet test. Point 1 is magnet, how you can do the gold test. It is our second point, and it is about magnet test, using a magnet to detect non-gold metals. You can use a magnet to detect non-gold metals. Okay. Point 2 is understanding the magnetic properties of gold. You can understand, first you should know about the properties of gold, and then if you are using a magnet, then you can understand the magnetic properties of gold. In the next slide, with another method is density test. You can check your gold through density test. Point 1 is exploring gold's unique density characteristics. You can explore gold unique density characteristics. Point 2 is conducting a die density test at home. Next step is, and the next slide is slide 6, which is about scratch test. You can check your gold through scratch. Testing gold's hardness with common materials. You can check the gold hardness with the common materials. Point 2 is interpreting results based on scratch patterns. Slide 7, it is about acid testing. You can use acid for the gold test. Here is the point 1 for acid testing. It is introduction to acid testing kits. You should know about the acid testing kits which are used for the gold testing. Step 2 is step by step guide for conducting acid test. You should know how can you use this method, or how can you implement acid testing with the gold. Step by step, you should know the step by step guideline from anyone who have done the acid test. Moving toward the next slide, and the next method, which is slide 8, nitric acid test. Nitric acid is used for the gold test. You can use nitric acid in search of how much the gold is purified, or how much the gold is pure. Point 1 is using nitric acid to determine gold purity. Point 2 is precautions and safety measures for dye testing. Okay. Our next slide is slide 9, and it is about streak test. Streak test. Point 1 is employing a streak plate for gold streak testing. Employing a streak plate for gold streak testing. Interpreting the color and characteristics of gold streaks. Slide 10. It is about electronic gold testers. Point 1 is overview of electronic gold testing devices. Point 2 is pros and cons of using electronic testers. Slide 11, it is about XRF technology. You can use XRF technology for the gold testing. You should understand X-ray fluorescence for gold testing. Understanding X-ray fluorescence for gold testing. Point 2 is accessibility and limitation of XRF devices. You should know about the properties, or you should know how to run XRF devices and its accessibility and the limitations. Then you can use this XRF technology for gold testing. Slide 12, it is UV light testing. You can use UV light in the gold testing. Utilizing UV light to assess phosphorescence in gold. Point 2 is dye methods for ultraviolet UV light testing. Slide 13, it is specific gravity test. Specific gravity test. Exploring the principle of specific gravity in gold testing. Point 2 is dye setup and execution of specific gravity tests. Slide 14, it is about fire assay. Fire assay. Brief overview of fire assay as a gold testing method. Fire assay is also used in gold testing. Point 2 is the complexity of fire assay and professional involvement. Slide 15, gold testing stones. Gold testing stone. Point 1 is introduction to testing stones for gold evaluation. Point 2 is how to use testing stone in dye gold testing. You should know how you have to use, how you can use, or what is the use of stone in dye gold testing. Slide 16, heat testing. You can use heat in the gold testing. Assessing gold's reaction to heat. Point 2 is dye heat testing techniques and interpretation. And our next slide, it is slide 17, and it is about acetone test. Point 1, conducting an acetone test to identify gold plating. You can identify the gold plating by using of acetone test. Point 2, it is understanding the purpose and results of the test. Okay, slide 18, it is about ice test. How you can use ice for the purpose of gold testing. Point 1 is exploring the conductivity of gold through an ice test. You can explore the conductivity of gold. Ice method can be used for the conductivity of gold. Point 2 is dye ice test Testing procedure and interpretation. I am explaining many methods for goal testing, but you should know some information, some techniques for these methods, how you can use these tests, or you can use these methods. Okay. And slide 19, it is magnetic slide test. Point 1 is using a magnetic slide for goal testing. Using a magnetic slide for goal testing. Analyzing gold interaction with magnetic field. You can analyze gold interaction with the magnetic field. Magnetic slide test. And slide 20, it is about skin discoloration test. Point 1 is understanding skin discoloration in response to gold. Okay. Point 2 is dye skin discoloration test procedure. And our next slide, which is slide 21, professional assay services. What are the professional assay services in terms of gold testing? Point 1 is acknowledging the limitation of dye testing. Point 2 is when to seek professional assay services. Slide 22, common gold alloys. Point 1 is identifying common gold alloys and their characteristics. Point 2 is challenges in testing alloys with dye methods. Slide 23, it is about historical methods of gold testing. Some methods are famous, which are known as historical methods, which are used in gold testing. Point 1, it is brief overview of traditional gold testing practices. Point 2, evolution of gold testing techniques over time. Slide 24, it is about dye testing kits. Some kits are used in terms of dye testing kits. Review the available dye gold testing kits. You should review the all available dye testing kits. Choosing the right kit for your need. You can choose any type of kit for the checking of gold or for the testing of gold, for which purpose you are using the kit for the gold. You should know about your need, and then you can select that the specific kit. Slide 25, it is tips of accurate testing. I will explain you tips that how you can do the accurate testing of gold. Providing guidelines for ensuring accurate dye testing. Point 2 is common mistakes to avoid in gold testing. Slide 26, it is legal considerations. What are the legal considerations? Point 1 is highlighting the importance of legal compliance in gold testing. Point 2 is understanding resolution surrounding dye testing. Slide 27, educational resources. Recommending educational materials for dye gold testing. Point 2 is book, online guides and courses for enthusiasts. Slide 28, dye testing for gemstones. Point 1 is extending dye testing techniques to gemstones. Point 2 is precautions and methods for gemstone testing. Slide 29, conclusion. It is about conclusion, summarizing key dye gold testing method. You should know all the key points, all the methods which I explained in the above slides and which I explained in the video. You can use and you can teach how you can use that methods or techniques or kits for the goal testing. Encouraging original learning and goal evaluation. Slide 30, it is about question and answer, inviting questions and interaction from the audience. If you have any question about the RDI goal testing, you can ask in the comment, providing contact information. My comment box is open for all queries, for all the peoples who want to do some question. Please comment and I will reply you in the comment. Thank you so much for watching this video.